Hello, Libra. Welcome to the Aligned Astro Tarot Network as we go through the energies for the first half of February. I hope your January has been as wonderful as mine. I cut my finger. I was trying to make some, I made some really good homemade lemonade. Hadn't had that in a very long time, and I tried to keep it real simple. And because I am watching my sugar intake, but I had to have some homemade lemonade today. It was so delicious. So let's see what your energies are today. Sit back and relax, and let's have a discussion about what's going on with you, Libra. You've been having some pretty interesting readings lately. I'm not sure if you've gone back and looked at some of them, but they've been very, very interesting. We have the Knight of Wands, we have Strength, and we have the Ten of Swords. Okay. So it looks like there was a little action going on here that required a certain level of strength and power from you. And it had been causing some issues. And looks like you've come to the end of a cycle of disappointment here and some betrayal, basically. So let's see what all this is about. Let's see. So let me clarify this Magician card here. So it looks like somebody was rushing in to do something. They were trying to help. They were trying to be with the Hierophant card. It looks as though you needed some counseling, some advice, some help, some moral counseling around an issue. And with the Page of Swords and the clarifying the Hierophant, someone with that ability came in to assist you. With the Magician card, they brought some tools with them to assist you. And with the Page of Swords, which is all about communication, you guys kind of had an ongoing communicative relationship where this person was here to help you build up your strength so that you could get the victory over a particular situation. And it looks like this situation was constant betrayal over an issue about reciprocity, about giving and taking, about fairness and justice. It's like as though you felt like you were not getting treated fairly. And this person was rushing in to help you with this situation. Yeah, you were feeling defeated in this situation. It's like you had given all you could, no matter how much you gave, it was never enough. And when you did give something, they would throw you under the bus and betray you and act like you didn't give a lot or do a lot. You weren't appreciated. You were building up your strength, but at the same time, there were so many blind spots in this situation that you couldn't see everything that was going on. It's like you were blindsided a lot. I don't see any pentacles. It could be a work situation. I mean, this is the Six of Pentacles. But that's the only pinnacle I see. So it could be a work situation. So let me tell you how I'm seeing it. Because it's not a lot of pentacles, it's a lot of swords here. You have your a lot of major arcanas. You have your magician, your hierophant, and your strength card, which means major life lessons. You have the knight of wands, which is something that you were passionate about, but that passion was killed because no matter what you did within that passion, it was just squashed. So you're no longer even passionate about it. Okay, so this, if it is something that happened in your job, this was not about your job. This was a situation that happened through your job to teach you a life lesson of strength and courage within yourself. It also was a lesson about reciprocity and taking care of yourself first. This is very plain to me, the way it's coming off. It because it's not a lot of love stuff here. I can't say it was a relationship, but if it is a relationship, which everything is a relationship really, relationship or work or partnership of some kind, this was not about the relationship, the partnership, or the work. This was used to teach you a lesson about taking care of yourself first. It was about being fair to yourself first. Being fair to you. When you're fair to you, everybody else has to be fair to you. Okay? There's the strength card. I'm seeing this is your energy here. You were learning how to become stronger, not for other people, stronger for yourself. As you gain the strength for yourself, everything else will be added to you. You know that verse, seek ye first the kingdom of heaven, and all these things shall be added to you, and the kingdom of heaven is within you. So going within yourself to find your inner strength and not relying on other people to be fair to you, but relying on yourself to be fair to yourself brings you your blessings. The moment you step outside of yourself to try and show people how fair and just and good you are with the hierophant and magician, showing people how much you can do, how fair I am, how moral I am, how good of a friend I am. I can do this, I can do that, I can do the other. Look how strong I am. Every time you do that, you're going to be pushed back onto yourself by betrayal of other people. They're not going to appreciate it. And then you're going to have to go back inside yourself. This is a constant pushing back into yourself for you to be the very things to yourself that you think other people should be to you. That, you know, and fairness is the main thing. See, there's an emperor here, someone that you looked up to, someone that was in charge, someone who had a responsibility, and they disappointed you. It's like, how could you do this? This could be a lover, it could be a boss, just someone that you put your trust in because they seem to be responsible, or either they had a position of responsibility and they disappointed you. You thought they were going to come and help you because you were feeling defeated, you were feeling overwhelmed. Now, this person helped, but this person who is supposed to be bigger than this person actually was the one that disappointed you. This one that had the most power, the most rank, the most significance. And this forced you to move away, to walk away. So you were forced out of a situation because the main person that was supposed to pull all of this together pushed you out and disappointed you. You were trying to hang on. You knew you needed to walk away. Wow. So you knew you needed to walk away with this Six of Swords, but you hung in there longer than you should have here with the Eight of Cups in reverse, because the Eight of Cups is like this: you're walking away, you're surrendering, you're giving up, you're moving on. Here you're actually trying to still hang on. But the Death card came. Wow. So the Death card came regardless of the fact of whether you hung on or not. The Death card came. And you see it got the little machete right there and just sliced you away from that situation. So this could be a relationship that you stayed in too long because you were still expecting this emperor, somebody who you looked up to, somebody who was in charge, somebody who you thought had a lot of responsibility. You thought they were going to eventually be fair towards you, but they weren't. They kept stabbing you in the back. The situation kept blowing up in your face. Okay? So the Death card is like, okay, it's time to go. Now this is what I often tell people. After the Death card came, you got the Victory. Okay? But you had to be cut off from this. You wouldn't do it. You had to be sliced off from it. I often tell people, you can work with the universe or you can resist. If you get signs, hints, nudges that it's time to leave a situation, and you prefer, that's your choice. If you prefer to wait until it just blows up, that's fine. That's fine. You can do that. But sometimes that works out well. Sometimes it doesn't. It's just a chance that you have to take, but it's coming. So this person that was counseling you, they seem to be giving you some good advice about treading lightly. Again, you gained power and strength, even though you couldn't see all of the pieces of the puzzle or all of the cards that were being played. You still gained strength by going within in order to get in touch with your Ten of Cups and your Ace of Rods, which is all about reigniting your passion, because this situation, it was robbing you of your sleep. It had you really like going into a place where you were just like, I just can't even rest, right? Um, you were getting some offers and choices while you were going through this, but you were waiting on the King of Pentacles. Okay, so you had the Page of Pentacles, you had the Two of Wands, and there were some choices that were coming about saying you don't have to deal with this, you can come over here, you can do this, you can do that. But you were holding out for the King of Pentacles, which is the big boy. That's the major boy. That's either your ideal relationship, your ideal job, or your ideal situation. So that's why you were staying in this and taking all this torture, because you felt like if I tap into my inner strength, I know my Ten of Cups and my King of Pentacles and my passion will be restored. But I got to hold out because you felt like there was something around the corner. And now you have choices. So you got the King of Pentacles and you got the Two of Pentacles. So you did the right thing, it looks like, to yourself by doing this. And your Knight of Wands person that was assisting you, this Hierophant, your counsel, this could be your inner guide too, was here telling you how to get this Ace of Pentacles, how to get this Pentacle energy here. So, either you and your mentor or you and your inner guide were working together and in agreement about how to pull your stability back together in the midst of all of this confusion, because you ended up with the victory here. Yeah, your wheel of fortune. So, because you waited and you planted seeds along the way, your wheel of fortune, your well done, thy good and faithful servant card came. Your ace of pentacles, your king of pentacles, the empress, all of that starts pouring out, which is abundance. Abundance. And now you're back to your secure self. You feel secure now. You feel like, oh, I can breathe. I can breathe now. I'm out from up under all of that. And now it looks like you're having more powerful, you got the King of Rods and the Queen of Swords. So you have more powerful people now in your life that are able to help you. So it could be that, that's different. It could be that there are people who you met along the way who were very powerful while you were in this situation and they couldn't help you. And then when you got out of the situation, these same people were like, okay, now there's no longer conflict of interest. We can actually assist you to go on a new path. So if this is a job, it looks like you left a job, you're exploring a new path, and you're consulting with a very logical woman and a very passionate man, and they're coming together to actually help you come up with some ideas about um, doing something else. Now, as a side note, you got the Four of Cups here, defined by the or clarified by the Knight of Cups, like you're not really interested in that, and a Knight of Pentacles. So it looks like here's a relationship where somebody was offering you. It could be somebody you work with that let you know, I really like you. I heard you were leaving and I'd like to go out with you, or something, and you didn't want to get up with them. They are a Knight of Pentacles person. They're very secure. They got money. They got themselves together. They're pretty steady and reliable. But you only see them as like a little Page of Rods kind of person. But this person that stepped in here as a romance that you're not really feeling is somebody who's very stable, who could really add a lot to your life. That it doesn't look like you're really feeling them. However, I think it's also because you've been under so much stress with this situation. And this could even be somebody from your past with the Six of Cups here. But you definitely have moved forward from this situation with the Chariot card. You've definitely found balance. And this Tower card is another indication that there has definitely been an ending and a transformation in your life. Also, the Judgment card has you going through some things in your past. And there we go. That's how you end up with that. The Judgment card has you going through some things in your past, going over how you even got to this. Because look, this is 10 swords in somebody's back. This could be 10 years of heartache and pain, 10 years of frustration on a job, 10 months of sleepless nights, 10 relationships that have um, burst into flames and been destroyed. Whatever it is, it has you going through your past and examining how all of this came about, And you're doing it not in a bad way, you're doing it in an analytical way because you don't want that to keep happening again. So, this is not a very romantic reading at all. This is more of a life cycle reading. This actually looks like, Libra, that you've gone through a life cycle. This life cycle was about teaching you how to love yourself. This was about self love. This was about self strength. This was about being fair to yourself. This was about understanding what real love is and what real love is not. This is about understanding that no matter how much somebody seems like they got it all together, that you can't put your trust in them, that your trust definitely comes from within yourself. Now I got two cards back to back, and it was called, and they're self-care and weight and health. Those are the two cards that came out. That's pretty important. Take responsibility for yourself, and your body's trying to tell you something. You need to listen. So, if these two cards came out, that means that this has taken a toll on your health. Whenever I see the health card and self care card come out after major stress like this, I'm always alarmed about your health. If your body is breaking down, if it's stress is coming in, because oftentimes we can be under so much stress that we don't feel certain things going on with our body. Now that you're out of this situation and you've achieved some balance and you got your Ace of Pentacles, which is your money, and it looks like you got some love in here that you don't want. um, it's time for you to pay attention to your health, okay? Um, because this has caused some stress on your health. But you have had a success here, which is very good to see. Through all of it, you came out on top. The health issue may be urgent. Follow your inner guide. Continue to do that because this is a whole lesson in learning how to trust yourself. Consider that there's something you may be overlooking. Again, I'm going back to the health. Okay. And whatever it is that you're thinking about trying after this came to an abrupt end, it's worth trying. Okay. So if you're looking at going in a new direction, a new relationship, or something like that, you can do that. Now also take time out with your family because they've probably missed you while you were going through all this, and you probably were not able to give them a lot of attention because you were so stressed out. The road is clear for you to start whatever it is that you want to start. That's the second confirmation of that. So worth trying and start, it came out. So that is that's indicating that that's happening. You got the Ten of Swords here, which lets us know that all of that turmoil has come to an end. And Libra, you don't have to ever suffer like that again. Lesson learned. You have learned your lesson. You are taking care of yourself. You are now making decisions based on your own terms. You're no longer trying to please other people. You're no longer feeling like you have got to prove anything. And so this has really worn you out. It has whipped your butt, and it has taught you some valuable lessons that you can take with you to your grave. You're never going to forget it. You could probably write a book about self love after this and inner strength. Self love and inner strength is actually what I got here. Self love and inner strength is the lesson of the day. I'm not even going to pull out the oracle card on this one because it just seems like you're not interested in love. You know what it seems like you're interested in? It seems like you're interested in peace. Um, that's what I get here. Like you just want to rest. You want to recover, you want to recuperate. So Libra, I hope that this was a good reading for you. I hope that this was also very encouraging. Um, Stay tuned for any other intuitive messages that'll be coming out about this particular energy that I see here, where you're going on a new venture. You do have love here. Let's see, let's go ahead and pull it out. I gotta do it. So we're gonna pull a love card, and we're gonna see how you feel on the inside first about love, and then we'll see if we can get an advice card. Well, it's letting you know it's safe for you to love. I think what it is that this kind of shook your trust. Um, you need to release your ex. If it's somebody in your life that was here during this time you were going through, if they were the cause of it, or if they weren't very supportive while you were going through, you may need to release them. And you need to forgive and continue to learn from the situation. So that's what you got. So that was appropriate. Still nothing really romantic. But now that you're clear, and you got that out of the way, you should have more energy for a healthy relationship. If that was a relationship that you just got out of and you want to take a little break, that's understandable, but the universe wants you to know that it is safe for you to love. In the meantime, reconstruct the world by reconstructing your mind. Bye, Libra.